All right, let's talk about something that's, well, incredibly personal, our health records. We're going to dive into a huge shift in how we manage this information. The whole idea is about putting your medical history securely right back into your hands.
So let me start with a quick question. Think about it for a second. You probably know exactly where your bank statements are, right? Or your educational certificates. But what about your medical records? The prescriptions, lab results, all those doctor's notes. For most of us, if we're being honest, the answer is, well, it's a little complicated, isn't it?
And you know why that is? It's because for so long, our most critical health information has been literally trapped on paper. We're talking about life-saving details just stuck on a single flimsy document that you could lose in a heartbeat.
Okay, so let's break down exactly why this is such a massive problem. It really just boils down to three simple things: delays, damage, and honestly, just complete chaos.
I mean, just think about it in real terms. You lose a prescription, and suddenly your treatment is delayed. A lab report gets torn or wet, and guess what? That means another trip to the hospital, probably another needle, another day you have to take off work. And when a new doctor has to work with incomplete info, they're basically just guessing about your health history. And the worst part? That stress of carrying around a big folder of papers, just hoping you don't lose anything important? Yeah, that's all on you.
So what's the alternative here? What's the fix? Well, we need to build a kind of digital memory for our health. And this is exactly where the idea of a virtual hospital solution comes into play. It's designed to completely change the game for how we store and get to our medical documents.
And the process is actually incredibly simple. Here's how it works. First, after your consultation, your doctor creates a digital record. Then, and here's the key part, instead of handing you a piece of paper, that document gets instantly stored in your own secure personal health account. Finally, you get a notification on your phone. Boom, just like that, your record is there for you, anytime, anywhere.
Now this is where it gets really cool. We call this your digital health story. And look, we're not just talking about a bunch of separate files anymore. We're talking about a single, secure, and continuous record of your entire health journey. Every single note, every prescription, every report, it all becomes another chapter in your own personal health story.
Of course, the second we start talking about digital health records, I know what you're thinking. The biggest question is security, right? How can you possibly be sure that your most sensitive information is going to be kept safe, private, and totally under your control?
Well, the whole system is built on one foundational principle, and it's a simple one. Your health data is yours, period. It belongs to you and you alone. Everything is designed around that core idea of ownership and control.
So how is that actually achieved? Well, the system is secure by its very design. You've got end-to-end encryption, which protects your data, whether it's just sitting there or you're downloading it. Access is completely locked down. Only you and the specific doctors you approve can ever see your records. Plus, the whole thing is built to meet the strictest global privacy standards out there, like HIPAA.
Okay, so that's the tech stuff. But beyond all that, what does this actually mean for you in a real-life situation? Let's take a look at how this creates a system where your healthcare literally follows you, wherever you go.
I want you to imagine this scene for a moment. It's 10 p.m., your child is sick, really sick, and you've rushed to the only pharmacy in town that's still open. It's one of those super stressful, heart-pounding moments that I think any parent can instantly relate to.
So you get there, and the pharmacist asks for the prescription. But instead of that moment of panic, frantically digging through your bag for a crumpled piece of paper, you just pull out your phone. And there it is. The prescription is right there, ready to go instantly.
I mean, that's a total game changer, right? The before picture is panic, maybe having to drive all the way back to the hospital and really dangerous delays in getting medicine. The after picture? No panic, no delay, just instant access that leads to faster, safer care at the exact moment you need it the most.
But look, this isn't just about one-off emergencies. The real power, the true magic of a system like this unfolds over your entire lifetime. It's about building a healthcare record that literally grows and evolves right alongside you.
Just take a look at how this plays out over time. Maybe at age 10, your asthma diagnosis and treatment plan get recorded. At 18, you add in some critical allergy information. Then at 25, records from a surgery are stored. So fast forward to age 40, you move to a new city and have to see a new specialist. They can instantly see your entire relevant history in one clear story. They don't have to start from scratch, they start with understanding.
And all of this brings us to one final and I think really powerful thought. We expect to have a continuous record of everything else in our lives, don't we?
Our education has transcripts, our bank has statements. So why on earth should our health be any different? Doesn't your health, of all things, deserve its own complete, lifelong story?
Because ultimately, that's what this is all about. It comes down to this simple, incredibly empowering idea: your records, your control, your health.